I am living my best life. I am thriving really lately, but this week marks a year and I'm feeling that grief, just kind of clouding over me.
I'm crying because my son is leaving. He's going to see his dad, and it just hurts.
Sitting in my car in the dark garage, and I wanted to share something with you guys. It's just a reminder that I am missing my partner next to me where I can...
Brotherhood, welcome. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers. To every man in this brotherhood who watched, shared, and showed up, thank you. Genuinely. You didn't just click, you stayed. Now, if you're new here, hit subscribe, because what I'm about to show you is exactly the kind of thing that gets a man called toxic just for noticing it out loud. 4 women, different cities, different cameras, different sob stories, same ending. They left. They posted about the freedom, and then, one by one, they picked up their phones in parking garages and empty bedrooms and tried to explain the shape of a hole they dug themselves. Let's go through it slowly. These women were generous with the details.
Divorce is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, you guys. It's been a year since everything got finalized. And I am living my best life. I am thriving really lately, and finally happy with my routine and my solitude and the things that I do on my own. But this week marks a year and I'm feeling that grief, just kind of clouding over me, which is wild. It's this person doesn't even exist in your life after 7 years, and like the thought that the things that you thought you were going to build together no longer are viable. So it's just a confusing place to be, Went out last night, had a great time, but now I'm feeling a little in my feels, if you would say. So if you're somebody that's struggling with a divorce, you're not alone. And specifically, if you're the person who asked for the divorce and you feel sad, it's normal. I feel like nobody speaks about the person that took the step towards it, right? Because they're just seen in a bad light. You stopped fighting, you didn't want to work on it anymore, you gave up, whatever the case may be. But it is really difficult to make that decision, and it is really difficult to stand by that decision, and it's really hard to navigate the feelings of both wanting to now be on your own and still grieving the fairy tale thing that you had with that person.
1 year out, living her best life, thriving really lately. Also, grief clouding over her. Same week, same video. She went out the night before, had a great time, came home, picked up her phone, and explained to the internet that she's sad. Not because something bad happened, because a year passed. She says nobody talks about the person who asked for the divorce feeling sad. Sweetheart, the internet talks about it constantly. You're filming a whole series about it. What nobody talks about is the man she left. No channel, no car confessionals. He's just somewhere out there, living. Apparently doing it quietly enough to be invisible, which around here we call a green flag.
My story is not unique. I left a marriage after 15 years. I had 3 kids with the man. I had built a life with him, and I really wanted it to work. Deciding when it was time to leave, deciding that I had tried hard enough, deciding that yes, it was worth to take the risk of the unknown for leaving the known, which I had become very accustomed to over the last 15 years. And even though I was miserable, there was some security to it. There was a little bit of, at least I was comfortable in knowing what to expect. As the years would roll by and every birthday I got the same card that said next year will be better, I somewhere deep inside thought to myself, there's no way, and the only way that my life is going to change is if I leave. But I had 3 kids, and I was also thinking, wait, if my happiness means that I'm taking away the kids' happiness, and all of the guilt that came into play of, am I being so selfish that I want to leave this, and is it bad enough? But here's the kicker. The kicker is that if you are in a place where you are absolutely miserable, you're being treated horribly, or whatever your circumstances are, but you know in your heart that the only way to change your life is to leave, let me tell you that you will carry guilt with you, that it will be extremely difficult. And when you are looking for people who you're like, okay, well, she left and look how her life turned out, and you're looking for examples, and your mind is researching for the evidence that you're going to be okay, I'm going to tell you that no matter what it is that's the unknown that's on the other side, if you are in a situation right now where years are passing by and you are still miserable in a relationship and you're not being taken care of and you're not being seen and you're not being heard and you're just being alone in a marriage, the unknown is terrifying, but there's nothing more terrifying than looking back and seeing all the years that you wasted living in fear.
15 years, 3 kids, and every birthday, same card. Next year will be better. She decided there was no way, so she left. Now here's what I want you to sit with. She's not describing a monster. She's describing a man who kept showing up. Same card every year, trying in the only language he apparently knew. Was it enough? Maybe not, but she didn't try to teach him a different language. She just packed her bags and opened a coaching channel, because that's the next part.
I'm crying because my son is leaving. He's going to see his dad, and it just hurts.
8 seconds. That's the whole clip. She's crying because her son is going to his dad's. The man she left is so present in that child's life that his absence from her house makes her cry on camera. She built that custody schedule. She signed those papers. She is literally weeping over the weekend arrangement she negotiated. Ma'am.
I finally cracked the code for permanently staying in the honeymoon phase with your partner. Now, before you think that's not possible, I can be gone for 15 minutes and this man will greet me like I've been gone for a week. There's not one time I've said, hey, I really feel like a walk. And he's been like, nah, I'd rather stay home. And no matter how mad we may be at each other, we always sleep in the same bed. Isn't that right? Get a dog.
So after the tears, she sat down, pulled up this video, and nodded along the entire time. Smiling, relating hard. A woman talking about how her man greets her after 15 minutes like she's been gone a week. Never says no to a walk. Always in the same bed. Isn't that right? Get a dog. She watched the woman describe a golden retriever and thought, yes, that's the love I've been looking for. She left 15 years and 3 kids for a lifestyle that, turns out, you can fully replicate with a Labrador and a leash. I'm not adding anything. The clip did it.
I'm just getting back from a soccer game and I'm sitting in my car in the dark garage and I wanted to share something with you guys. And I know if I don't share it right now and record it, then I won't do it tomorrow because the feeling will be gone and then I'll just tell myself it's stupid and nobody cares anyway. But I wanted to share something about being divorced that nobody really talks about or tells you about, and tonight's game reminded me of that because it was an awesome game. It was like tied 0-0 and we scored in like the last 12 seconds. It was awesome and everybody's cheering and it's just, you know, and it was just a reminder that I am missing my partner next to me where I can share in the depth of that experience with. You know how you can kind of just like look at your person or like hug them with excitement, or kind of even if you just like lock eyes for a minute, you know that the both of you are taking in that moment of something your kid just did that's really awesome and that you're going to relive that memory 10 years from now. It's just this weird mix of like happy and joy and like an empty space at the same time. I'm not saying that so you can feel bad or be like, oh, poor you. Like, it's not that. My life is very, very full, but it's just sharing these parts because I think it's important for you guys to know that there are hard parts of my life too. We often just give the highlight reel, right? I think my sister said to me not too long ago, how's your awesome life going? And I just laughed, you know, but I don't want you guys to think that my life is just a piece of cake, because it's not, and there's a lot of hard things. So when there's hard things in your life, maybe you'll think of me and be like, okay, she's got that. I see little snippets of her hard stuff, and she is still holding down the fort and being healthy and fit and strong. And so maybe I could do that too. So if I can instill that belief for you that this is there for you too, that helps you look a little bit differently at your own challenges. So hopefully that helps. My kid's home. I'm going to go congratulate him. Have a good night.
She's in a dark garage, alone. Her kid just scored the winning goal and there's nobody to look at. Not the divorce papers, not the moving truck. This, a parked car and a locked screen with nobody to text. Brothers, here's what I want you to think about. She said she didn't want to waste years living in fear, so she left. And now she's filming herself in the dark for strangers, because somewhere in the math of her freedom, the intimacy didn't carry over. She traded a partner for an audience. The camera became the new person she performs for. And every woman in this video did the exact same thing. That's not healing. That's just a different kind of alone with a ring light. Now, she said the birthday cards always read, next year will be better. Every single year. So here's what I want the comment section to settle. Was she right to leave? Or did she just need to actually believe him? Both answers are valid. Neither side is going to shut up about it. See you in the comments. 4 women, 4 cameras, 4 variations of the same miscalculation. They thought freedom meant no more compromise. Turns out it meant no more eye contact after the winning goal. No more cards, even bad ones. No more someone to text. The card said next year will be better. She didn't believe it. Next year came. She's in her car, alone. Told you, stay sharp.